guys, we are back. I'm slowly trying to get back in the groove of making videos again. I still got a few that are backlogged and I gotta make, but hopefully I can get this one maybe done today. It is Super Bowl Sunday today, and I don't know, being productive for the most part today on trucks. I've been working on the house nonstop, but working on the Ram. She is an 01 2500. You guys heard me talk about her a little bit, and we are upgrading the battery cables today. So I don't know if you guys do the same kind of nonsense, because these things are, you know, terrible. Got the screws in there and everything's disgusting and worn out, and 240,000 miles on this baby already. So we're going to change all this stuff out, the entire battery, charging system, alternator, all that stuff. So that's what we got going on today. I know a lot of you probably panic about it, but now my brother at K Suspension Fabrication, he makes it for these trucks now. We've been talking about it. I did not help him out one bit. Every time I tried to, I'd always forget about it, and then all of a sudden the entire year would pass by. But he makes a bunch of cables for Jeeps, your Cherokees and XJs, YJs, TJs, JKs, I think, LJs soon. But we just finally got, well, he just finally got the cables made for our 01s, all of our second gens. You know, your, what is it, 93, 94? I can't remember, 92? I don't know. All the way to your 2002 or 2001 and a half, whatever that you guys call it. 12 valve and 24 valve. So, we got those, and I got my box of them right here. So, first thing, when you open up your box, which I already did, you get a nice K Suspension sticker, and you get his business card. And we got our cables. So depends if you want to get the terminals. Those are a separate charge. You can add those on the website if you want them, and they come with covers. So that's our terminal pack. They're good, heavy duty, military style. They're good. I have these on a few of the other rigs. These have been awesome. So we got those. And then when you go through your bags here, so first thing in your bags, this is a different business card. You want to keep this. This is color coded to where all your wires are going to be going on your new wiring kit, or all your new wires. So do not just throw that away. That is a very important piece. So we got that. Black is going to be all your grounds. So got all of our wires here. See, blue, 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 and blue. And if we go on here on our little cheat sheet, those go to the battery. Of course, negative. And then on the other side, it's going to show you where that specific cable goes. So this would be to the firewall. So make sure you reference all that. Everything is color coded. All right. And we forgot one in here. That's our other one right there. We got our other kit right here, or same kit, next system of it. And everything is nicely loomed. Everything's protected. These can be all of the power side of the entire system. So your across to your batteries, to your alternator, to your firewalls, all the above. Again, this card goes right here. This goes with everything for this entire kit. Get started on that. Those are our cables. That's what we got going on. Start getting everything tore off this truck here, and you know, make sure you put everything back that you have. Like, I got my own rat's nest of nonsense going on here. I tried getting organized, but that's all it is. But yeah, and just make sure everything's connected back when you're done. So I'm gonna slowly get to what I got to start removing, and go from there. Should be a little bit of fun. I know a few things kind of go back down to the distance of a pain, but I'll try to be as informative as I can on the video. I'll probably be doing a time lapse on most of it, and show you what I can. Just pretty much follow your wires and disconnect them, put new ones on. Everything on the new cables have all the proper terminal sizes, or I guess your lugs. So everything is a direct fit, just plug and play. Everything is properly sized to fit right back onto your truck. And these are a larger gauge wiring than OEM on these trucks. So you have, it benefits the entire charging system throughout the truck. Grounds always help everything. Better, beefier grounds, more grounds, for whatever reason, everything is happier in your truck system. So I'm going to start doing that. And just so you guys know, we are going to do a discount code with my channel. So it's going to be I'm an Operator 10, all one word, just like on my YouTube channel. You can go to my brother's website, suspensionfab.com, and order these cables just for the 2nd gen battery cables, and get them shipped to your door. I don't know the entire cost, but you get a 10% off discount code. You can use that to your own using, and go from there. Just trying to get a little bit of support on there. I always appreciate that. So I'm happy to help out my brother, and he's helped me out, and hopefully we can help you guys out too if you're interested in doing something like this. I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna get started on the truck. I thought I was explaining a few things, but my camera's on time lapse. So what I was talking about, this loom right here is what I changed to isolate any transmission noise. I rerouted this wire from this loom down here that goes in between the alternator and the bracket, which makes your transmission hunt. If you have an automatic, if you're in a manual, you're just fine. But this is my extra step that I have to do, is I have to remove the zip ties that I did to reroute this wire away from my alternator, and just starting to disconnect all the battery cables. Of course, negatives first, and then go ahead and start working on your positives. And I usually take everything, because I have a cluster of wires going on. I'll take a zip tie, and everything I had connected to that, I'll zip tie all those together so I don't lose anything or forget to disconnect something if you have a bit of a cluster like I do on this truck. So just slowly working at that, and you're gonna be taking off this wire and all that good stuff that crosses the batteries together. I'm just working on the ground sides again right now as we go. So I got those all taken off. Right here I already zip tied these together so I don't lose them, and just kind of tracking everything through. You have this small little ground cable that goes to the body. This guy's an 8mm. Good old radiator bucket right there. And have another ground over here. Looks yoked. Gotta fix that. And this is your ground that goes from your battery, so we don't need that no more. That'll be replaced. Positives off here. Honestly, just taking the screws out, all my terminals are loose, so that does that right there. 10-ish, I don't know. You guys, whatever the heck works. If you can find your 10, right? Let's take too long. So we got that. You can just take these and salvage them. I'm gonna see if I have a few new ones. I'm just gonna see if those work real quick. I just always have little kits like this, so I can use these new style ones if your other ones are rusted out or broken or whatever the heck is going on. So you can do that. Set in each one of these bags, you have a positive and a negative side. There's nut certs underneath the truck, and usually when you put these SB air boxes, they'll start spinning within themselves, so you got to hold it from the back, take the nuts back off. I got lucky when I installed it, but not lucky now when I got to take it off. That was easy. And that is good to go. And don't lose any of your bolts and nuts and whatnots. That's off. Now, this cable right here goes down to your block. If I'm smart enough. Here's your negative terminal. We just took off this body ground that goes right there. And this guy goes down to your block. See that bolt right there? I hope you can see it. You're taking that off. See if I can wiggle this line a little bit. There you go. And that is it. There's your bolt. So that cable is disconnected. All right, so I'm getting the cable I just removed back down to the block. Again, this is this cable on this end has that red dot. If you go over here on your chart, red goes to block. So that's what we're doing. I'll give you guys a quick update. I kind of got sidetracked, had to do something else. So I got this cable on. I actually took off my oil filter to get down that bolt. I could not get it back down from underneath, especially with the cable in there. My hands were too big, especially trying to fit around the cross member and the motor mount. It was a tight fit. So just take off your oil filter. You're gonna have a little bit of oil come out, especially, I mean, it ain't gonna be bad if your truck's been sitting for a while. So I got that on, torqued that back up. I took the loom off the old piece right here, and I put that back on there just to keep it from rubbing on stuff, just to keep it protected, because this wire does not have a loom with it. And then just route it to the best fashion. We always give you a little bit extra length so you can maneuver it where you need it to be. And so that one's done, that's on there. But this system right here, where you have these plastic connectors, we do not have anything for that. As far as we know, it just goes to another body mount through the rest of the harness. So what I did was, I clipped everything back in. I took it where it connected to the old harness and I cut it at the terminal, and I soldered in my own connector onto the new terminal here. So more grounds. So I put that on there like that. So if you guys are wondering what to do here, especially if you have a 24 valve, this is what I did. It should work out just fine. You can delete it technically and you shouldn't have any issues, but I don't like doing stuff like that. I'm just trying to get everything back on the way it was. So everything's connected there. I got this here. Of course, that's for the positive again. That's going to travel back around. I'm going to zip tie this back onto that loom there. So technically this side is almost done. I got to route one more line to the body here, and this side will be done. So I'm going to do that here in a minute. All right, working on the other side now. We are going to take this ground off, which is going to suck because I did a 4th gen track bar relocation system. It's right over the top of that. So next what we're working on, so on this ground right here, this big cable goes down to the block again. And that guy is going to be in a nice oily area. Maybe. It'd be nice if it was an 18. And it is. Now this entire piece is done, and trash. Since we're still kind of in the prototype, actually I have to drill mine out. When you guys get yours, these will be fixed. These are supposed to be 1/2 inch lugs, but I accidentally put 3/8 on there, so that'll be fixed by the time you guys got there, so you don't have to do what I got to do. I keep on losing track of my GoPro. So I got this connected to the block. I'm just kind of going over everything. This goes right back to your fender, right over here. Just loom it down. This guy, I fixed my issue. I just cut off my little doodad right there. You guys don't have to worry about that, most likely. And put that back on the frame. So your grounds are all good now. Hey, can I help you? All right. So now we're working on the positive side of things. So take off. Hopefully you guys are not as bad as I am. And we're taking off this wire right here. And this was a size of that 13-ish. I had a 14 and it worked. So you can yell at me all you want. All right. So I got the nut and bolt off, or just the nut, and we're gonna take that guy out there. That is El Trasho right here in front of me. So it's gonna be a tight fit because more heavy duty. How you doing this type of stuff? Fix my boo-boo right there. All right. Sorry, he got a new toy. Someone is spoiling him lately, so it's not me. Slap it. And don't over tighten it. You don't need to go balls to the wall with that type of stuff. All right, cool. Problem solved. Always got to have extra nuts and bolts. So that is good-ish. I'll line the rest of that stuff later. And that one is good. Now for the fun part. All right. Yep. Starter right there. And there's a tracer wire you got to take off with it because you got to get that out of the loom too. There's new girl. She don't need no work done to her. Thank God. What you doing, Bubba? What you doing? All right, so it is a 16. You get to see my beautiful rear main seal leak, and my tapper cover is leaking. Just showing me that I still have oil in the truck, so we're good. I swear, I always get it wrong 100% of the time. Okay, that was easy. It was an 8mm, by the way. I got this routed back down to the alternator. I cannot record it. My hands are disgusting. I routed it a different way. I didn't go through along the bottom of the oil pan because my tappet cover's leaking. I don't want this getting all saturated with oil again. Dude. Every time I'm talking. So I'm just kind of rerouting it away from all the oil. And I did get that tracer wire back down to the alternator also. I cleaned that off because that was full of oil too. So I'm just kind of doing whatever works best. This is the tracer wire right here. And so, I mean, we can probably, again, this is kind of a prototype. We measured everything of OEM standards. I'm trying to see what works best. So we can definitely shorten the length on this one for you guys if you want to route it this way, unless you want to go along the pan again. Which I don't like. I like keeping things away. Keep it with the rest of the cluster of wires that are right here for the engine anyways. So we got that going on. And get this tucked down in there. Alright, so that's good to go there. Fuse system is all connected also. That's this wire right here. All the grounds are good. Give that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'll figure it out. All right, that's pretty much the bulk of it. I have another wire. That's for the alternator. It's getting dark already. I'm not gonna complete that. And I need to talk about the alternator wire anyways. We need to readjust that because the lug will not fit the actual alternator. So we'll figure that part out. and get back to you guys. I hope this video made sense. I'll try to string it together the best way I possibly can. I'm sorry I couldn't keep track of the camera all the time, but hopefully you get a good rundown on how everything works. I'll be 100% honest, it's not the easiest thing. It's pretty time consuming and a lot of tight fitting spots. Wasn't the easiest thing, but definitely very manageable. It's very straightforward also. I wouldn't be scared of doing it like you're gonna mess something up. Just connect everything that you took back off, and kind of go from there. And hopefully that works best for you. So hopefully this video worked. Again, we have our discount code. It's I'm an Operator 10. Go to suspensionfab.com and you can order it from there. You can cruise around the website, see what else you might like, and kind of go from there. So I'm going to kind of button all the rest of this stuff up and make sure my truck still starts, and kind of go from there. I got to get the airbox cleaned up and back on. And again, I really hope this explained everything and you guys have a good idea of what's going on here. So again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like it, and if you guys have any questions on it, please definitely do comment. I'll do my absolute best to answer those questions, and I'll make sure my brother also is on the page so he can answer any questions that I can't. So we'll definitely love to help you guys out. That's my brother's very, very good at that and very knowledgeable. All right, thank you guys for watching. All right, that is it. Everything that should be on is back on the truck. Everything is tight as far as I know. Kind of went around everything, make sure everything else is good. Yeah, let's make sure she starts. See, almost forgot to put my oil filter back on the truck, so don't forget that. All of our gauges there, getting a good voltage, and you can see that load percentage is my exhaust brake warming up the truck. If I turn that off, it goes down to 0, and then turn it back on, I'll start loading back up again. So we are good. That is a success. Few little quirks that my brother and I need to work out so it's ready for you guys. I got a big old smudge on the lens. That just made it worse. A little bit better. But yeah, so that's gonna do it. That is your battery harness charging system upgrade. Again, I did not put the alternator wire on. There's few, I gotta talk to my brother about that, but by the time you guys get these, it'll be ready for you. So it helps out the charging system. It helps just run the entire truck a lot better. I wonder, my windows go up and down a lot quicker actually. Look at this. Way quicker. I should have taken a video before that, but that they're like, you can compare them to your truck if you want to. And the grid heater is taking a lot more power also. It's a lot easier on that. My lights aren't dimming as much every single time the grid heater kicks on. It's gonna make the truck a ton happier all the way around. Just like with all the other Jeeps that we've done the battery cables for, it makes it so much better on the entire system. So that's it. Again, we have a discount code, I'm an Operator 10, on my brother's website, suspensionfab.com. Go over there and check it out. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. If you have any questions, I'll have me or my brother comment back to you guys. So thanks for watching. Have a good Super Bowl. Take care.